All right, One Fall WrestleCast family, we got something serious to discuss here. Donald Trump needs to be removed from the WWE Hall of Fame. So this was an idea put forward and echoed by many present and former WWE superstars, but most notably by Mick Foley, Mankind himself. That's right, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, one of the greatest wrestlers, one of the greatest superstars of all time. Mick Foley had said, hey, Vince, we need to remove, he said this on Twitter publicly, we need to remove Donald Trump from the Hall of Fame. I wholly agree. Let's talk about it. So, Donald Trump first was inserted into WWE lore back in 2007. Yes, it's been a long time. Back in 2007, Donald Trump engaged in the Battle of the Billionaires with Mr. Vince Kennedy McMahon. Vince and Trump didn't actually fight each other. Vince would have kicked his ass. Trump's a fat, dumpy asshole, and Vince is, particularly at the time, Vince was a jacked up, steroid-ridden asshole. But they had Bobby Lashley, who I honestly didn't like even then. I've come around to him now in the Hurt Business. Kind of hated him when he was on Donald Trump's side. Probably Donald Trump's fault. Versus Umaga, who I did like, and I was hoping would actually tear Bobby Lashley's head off and punt it into the crowd. Didn't happen. That's good though, because Bobby Lashley's doing good stuff now. But I liked Umaga. Rest in peace, Umaga. You fought the good fight. Now we know this. Anyway, Vince McMahon famously said at this point, while Donald Trump was the face in this whole thing, he was the baby face. He said, these people may be with you, but 90% of them are idiots. Vince McMahon said that way back in 2007. Vince McMahon was right. Trump, your supporters are idiots. Complete idiots. And we'll get into that soon. So that all culminated in 2013 with Donald Trump's Hall of Fame induction. You can still find this. It's still on the WWE website. They haven't taken it down. They haven't archived it. It's easily searchable, easily findable, and it's got a glowing review of the man as though he's some sort of a living legend and really cool dude, but he's not. He fucking sucks. Fast forward to 2016. Donald Trump beats Hillary Clinton with fear, racism, and, promising to build a wall to keep out Mexicans. There's a lot of Spanish wrestlers. There's a lot of Mexican wrestlers to keep out Mexicans because they were rapists and murderers. I would say there's probably more luchadors than there are rapists and murderers who are crossing the line of America and Mexico to come and wrestle in America rather than to rape and murder, because that just gets you thrown in prison. But he led on that brown people were coming to get you, and you need to elect him so he could build a wall. And they did that. And it's been 4 years of more or less bullshit. Trump golfed a lot and tweeted a lot of stupid idiot stuff. Didn't really do much else. I mean, he didn't start a war, so that's good, I guess. But he didn't really do anything, so how could he start a war? He golfed a lot on our dime. And then here comes 2020, and there was a new election coming up, but also there was a new pandemic. Oh my gosh. He did nothing about that either. He called it a hoax at first. He said it was a Democrat hoax. And this Democrat hoax now has killed over 350,000 Americans, which is more than the flu has killed in the last decade. But 350,000 Americans in like 10 months. It's no big deal, right? It's not. I'm sure it'll blow by soon. I'm sure it'll go away. That's what he said. So anyway, no federal response really at all leading into it, although they knew months and months ahead of time, and we could have shut things down and done things. That's not my kids still go to school at home, and I haven't worked in an office for 10 months. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. So that happened, and then he called people who were protesting for equal rights, equal protections under the laws. He called them thugs, and he said they were wrong. He said they were the enemy of the people. He called them terrorists. Now, there was some rioting, for sure, but these were angry people. The Black Lives Matter movement, I think, is important. And I think that there has been a lot of good to come out of it. I think it's been a consistent thing. Did some people take it too far? And was some of it upended for nefarious means? Looting, rioting, burning of things? Yes, absolutely. I don't think that is the heart of where most people's hearts are with it. It did happen, but it was mostly peaceful. And some good things have happened, and I hope more good things continue to happen, and I hope less bad things happen. But looting and rioting is no good. It's bad. Don't do it. It undermines everything. So, anyway, there was a lot of that. That happened over the summer. And then, there was continuously more death. Trump continued to call it a hoax, continued to tell people not to wear masks and everything. The United States now has the highest per capita, both deaths and cases of the coronavirus. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who's had it or who's died from it. I know people who have had it. I know people who have died from it. I'm gonna miss those people, and this sucks. This really sucks. It still sucks. Federal government's done nothing but squabble over it, and Trump has been the pinnacle of the squabble. He's been the stoker of the flames, so to speak. So, this brings us all the way to 2021. We defeated Donald Trump. We beat him. He's not going to be the president anymore. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But certainly come the 20th of January, he will no longer be the president. Joe Biden will take office. How much better is Joe Biden going to be than Donald Trump? I mean, significantly better. Is Joe Biden going to be phenomenal? Oh my God, the best president we've ever had? No, I mean, I don't think so. But, I think he's an improvement from Trump. But, I'm pretty sure this beer is an improvement from Trump. This beer is going to be delicious, by the way. Moving on. So, Trump, immediately after that, and sort of preceding that, said, they're going to steal the election. Massive election fraud. We're going to win by a landslide, but there's going to be massive election fraud. He then litigated 60-plus cases, again on our dime, by the way. 60-plus cases, even in front of judges that he himself appointed. Every one of them said, no, there's no fraud. Mike Pence just went through that. His vice president just went and was like, no fraud. This was a good election. Every election official, Republican, Democrat, this is a great election. Very clean. Despite being held in the middle of a pandemic, it was a clean election. There's no evidence of voter fraud. No verifiable evidence of voter fraud. In fact, the only verifiable evidence that anybody's found of voter fraud were votes for Donald Trump. This leads me to January 6th of 2021. In one of his famed rallies prior to Congress certifying the presidential election, Donald Trump told, and I want to get my notes here, to cheer for our senators, maybe not cheer for some of them, because you'll never take your country back with weakness. Now, he's riling these people up. This is after Rudy Giuliani, by the way, suggested trial by combat, and Trump Jr., especially Donald Trump Jr., especially the less stupid. Eric's the stupid one. Donald Trump Jr. is like a little bit less stupid, but also on cocaine. Says, we're coming for you. Donald Trump Jr. Now, Trump expects everybody to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue, and he said he's going to walk with me. He didn't. He didn't walk with him. He peaced out and went home. But he said, we'll walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and fight like hell. And we all know what happened, right? A group of these assholes that were, racists, white supremacists, and literal Nazis, guys with swastika tattoos. I don't know if they're literal Nazis, not like they, served under Hitler, but, guys with swastikas on them, guys saying that, 6M wasn't enough, WE, or whatever that is, 6 million wasn't enough, referring to 6 million Jews. It's terrible. Horrible people. The scum of the earth, the most deplorable humans ever. Trump had just incited these people, They wandered in. As soon as they had heard that Mike Pence was going to go forward with the certification of the election, they stormed the Capitol building. Now, I don't know if there was police help in this, but I've seen some videos that maybe look like there's some cops letting people through barricades. That maybe also look like there's some cops taking selfies. I don't know, okay? I'm not going to get caught up in this, that he said, she said. It sure seemed like there was a really weak security presence, despite the amount of people outside. It sure seemed like a weak security presence to me. That's all I'm saying. One officer did lose his life, and I know there was a shooting. One of the DC police did shoot somebody who was trying to riot and get into the Capitol building, and she died as well. Pictures and video of her can be seen. So there those two deaths, and I know there were 3 other deaths that were related. Either people that were injured. I think somebody fell off a wall because they were climbing it because it's stupid. Some guy accidentally tased himself trying to steal a painting, had a heart attack because he tased himself with his own taser and died. Again, idiot. And I think somebody else just had a heart attack or got cold or something. Something happened. Somebody else died too. There were people there. People died. So anyway, rioters broke into the Capitol building, made a big mess, busted into Pelosi's office, took selfies. There's a man-bear-pig guy in there. He's going to get arrested. The guy that kicked his way into Nancy Pelosi's office and put his feet up on her desk, he's going to prison right now. Idiots. They had a coup. Nice little coup attempt. It was foiled in a matter of hours, and it was pathetic. It was a pathetic coup attempt, and now we, the taxpayers, get to pay to clean up their stupid mess because they're stupid, and they made a stupid mess. Did nothing, though. The election results were certified, and then Donald Trump immediately resigned the following day. Not resigned, but said that he conceded the election and that he would not be going to the inauguration. Joe Biden has since said that, yeah, I don't want him there either. Because why would he? Fuck that guy, right? I don't want him there either. I wouldn't want him there if I was Joe Biden. No, he could stay home. Go to Mar-a-Lago, dig yourself a hole, fall in it. Never want to see you again. Donald Trump now needs to be removed from the WWE Hall of Fame. He's a traitor. He's a traitor to this country. He incited a coup attempt, and he was a terrible president. And on top of that, he's a terrible human. He's been linked to Nazis and racists and coup attempts and just, general light treason. There are other people who have done terrible things who are also not in the Hall of Fame. Donald Trump is responsible for many deaths, the most recent of which happened, at least indirectly, this week, on the 6th. Chris Benoit killed 2 people. He's never going to be in the Hall of Fame. He killed his wife and his son, but Donald Trump's now also responsible for death. Maybe he doesn't need to be in there. Dick Murdoch was a Klan member. I don't know if that's necessarily verified. That stuff's hard to verify. But Dick Murdoch is also never going to be a Hall of Famer because of his Klan relations. The Klan was behind Donald Trump. He incited, literal, actual Nazis to storm the Capitol building and try to interrupt the democratic process. Seems like it's time to kick Donald Trump out of the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't care if he was in a lame feud with Vince McMahon that he won, although he got stone cold stunnered there at the end, and he sold it like shit. Look, anybody that sells the Stone Cold Stunner that terribly really shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. So, Vince, Mick Foley's right. Kick Trump out of the WWE Hall of Fame. It would be the least you could do. It would make us happy. I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Wreck everyone and leave." That's all Donald Trump's ever done his whole life. Wreck everything he touches and leaves. He just did it to America. Don't let him do it to anything else. And kick him out of the Hall of Fame for doing that. This isn't a wrestling storyline. Donald Trump's not a wrestling heel. on television. He's a real person who's done real damage and shouldn't be honored in any way. Kick him out. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is the One Fall WrestleCast. Peace out.